Ladies and gentlemen, we got the man, the myth, the legend, Tobias Green. I'm gonna give some context. In 2022, he released an EP, Entry Problem, and 3 years later, he's coming back to release his debut album, Fog, releasing October 10th, Saturday. That's tomorrow. You better stream it, okay? He's the most attractive man I've ever had a burger with. The man, the myth, the legend, Tobias Green, baby. Yeah! How we doing?
Do you have time to rehearse that or anything?
No, that was just completely off the top of my head.
That was not bad.
So yeah, the last time we talked was we were having burgers in Denmark, bro.
Yeah, the last time we talked, we haven't even talked, I think, on Discord since we met in real life.
It's just been like really, because of course when I had to go back, I had to fly back, and then immediately like college pretty much started for me. So
yeah,
September was just like way too busy for me, but like that's still something I think about 24/7. Like, how did that happen, bro?
Yeah, no, I can't even like, it doesn't even like, I can't even process it in my head that it like actually happened, because I have the pictures on my phone.
I know, right?
I can just like stare at them and just like not really believe it.
Yeah, like how, like we were like, even in person we were just constantly saying like, how is this real? How are us two the first Hype Boys members we've met?
Yeah, because like geographically you were, I mean, at least you used to be the person that was like the most furthest away from me.
Yeah, I'm actually back in the West Coast right now for fall break, so it's literally 8 a.m. for me. It's 8 a.m. for me. It's like 5 p.m. for you, right?
Yeah.
So that's, I don't know how that happened. We even had Map Genius, for those that don't know, because I haven't really talked about this meetup much. It was me, Tobias, Map Genius, just having burgers in Denmark, bro.
Yeah, that's all it was, and we just like had a walk around Copenhagen.
Yeah, and then I had a.
Has he revealed his face yet?
Not yet. He said he was going to do a face reveal whenever his next video comes out. But it's just one of those things where he keeps working on it, and it keeps turning out to be a bigger project as it goes by.
Yeah.
He wanted it to come out last month, but he couldn't do it, so I think he's trying to shoot for the end of the year by now.
Kind of reminds me of my own album.
Yeah, we were actually talking about your album when we were in Denmark together. I remember you were talking about you were talking about how much more like time and delicacy you're putting into this compared to Entry Problem. What's the biggest difference between like your production with Entry Problem, your like first ever like project you've ever made, compared to this behemoth of making an album? What's been the biggest thing?
I mean, the biggest thing, just like in general, I guess, is just like I kind of got more experience just by doing, like, in mixing, and especially mastering, because like back in 2022 when I released the EP for the first time, I really had no clue what I was doing, and I made a lot of like, I guess you could call them rookie mistakes, which is really just a lot of human error, I guess, but the whole EP was way lower than what it was supposed to be. So that's why I re-released it like a remastered version a year later. But even if you compare that remastered version to the current album, Fog, it's like still night and day, because these past like 2 years, like 1 year, I've really evolved kind of exponentially, especially when it comes to like mixing and mastering, and just trying to like chase a soundscape that I hear in my head and just trying to get it out into the actual like DAW. And I've become a lot better than that.
Yeah, just like having that experience on your belt, that's just gonna make this album way more, just much of a better project.
Yeah. And I definitely feel like the album coming out now is like kind of, I definitely wouldn't have expected it at the start to be coming out so like late, I guess. I think initially I wanted it to be out in like, I'd say 23 or 24.
Oh, so this like kind of started in 23.
Oh, it definitely did start in 2023. I think like the whole like just idea of it sparked not long after I released my EP, so that was still already in 2022. But I think the big problem for me was after I released my EP, I kind of just took a break and just didn't really do much. So what ended up happening was I kind of lost the ability to like write songs just for myself. And all I had in 2022 was just a bunch of like tiny sessions of just experimenting with sound, but I couldn't for the life of me write another song for like another half a year at least.
Yeah, because I know something we talked about in real life was that the fact that like entry problem was kind of just a project that you just kind of felt like making just to make a project, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the what so and you're talking about like how it kind of took a while to kind of get back into that like the way of just like kind of writing music and making it. Was there any like specific like spark or anything that or any like specific inspiration that you were able to like pinpoint as like that led to the creation of this album?
It's funny you say that because I wouldn't say because with the EP there definitely was a spark. But I think this time with the album after the EP, I wouldn't really say it was a spark, and I think I actually like wrote this down on my notes where I just like write down whatever's on my mind. And I wrote this down. And I didn't call it a spark, but I called it a methanol fire
Oh.
that you couldn't see. And I kind of like kept that as like a metaphor for whatever I wanted it to be, and I didn't really have like a clue what it was yet. And then I think at some point I started connecting with this idea of just fog as just the weather,
Yeah.
and just how do I capture that in like sound, and that idea kept on haunting me for another 3 years. So
So it was kind of like
that's
it was more so like kind of like the opposite in that case where it's like it wasn't like one thing led to another that
yeah.
led to this album. It was more so just like a vision. You were like trying to like find ways to kind of like capture that, right?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, exactly. It wasn't like really like a spark of like, oh, I found this thing, and now I really gotta try and like do this, and now I'm gonna have like. It was more of like I know what I want it to be, but it's like it felt so ambitious at the time, and it still kind of feels surreal to me right now, looking back, like how where it started and where I am right now, that it's just done, and it's kind of just surreal like that.
How's it feel being in the moment where like you're the only one to have listened to the full album and it's like about to like be pushed out to the world where like people are gonna listen to it all the way through?
Yeah, it definitely feels. That's also kind of a weird feeling because I have felt it before, obviously with the EP, but not as strongly as I do now.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna host a listening party tomorrow with a bunch of my friends.
Oh, nice.
We have this studio with like really good monitors and like a really good listening space.
Yeah.
Better than these even.
Yeah. Is that at your school?
Yeah, it's at my school. Yeah.
Nice.
So we have pretty good resources there we can use.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I know me, Math, and Chaos are all going to be together listen to it. So there's going to be a couple listening parties. You know, it's going to be a big event.
Oh yeah.
100%.
I'm looking forward to
it's going to be awesome.
hearing what you guys think.
Yeah. So I will say you've released 2 singles from this so far. You've got Conversation. 3. Floor It. Conversation, Floor It. I will say I've only listened to Conversation simply because of the fact that I kind of want my full like first run through experience of just listening all of them back to back to back.
That's valid. That's valid.
But judging just completely based off Conversation, I do kind of feel like that that fog aspect that you were kind of talking about, trying to like kind of like to like hone in on. I do feel like that you kind of definitely had some success in that. It just feels way more atmospheric. It feels way more like powerful, I guess. And comparing like atmosphere to some songs off of Entry Problem, it's like you could really see the how the levels has just leveled up throughout the years. So what should we expect from the other tracks going into Fog?
Well, first of all, thank you.
Yeah,
it means a lot that that you think that it works. And what can we expect from the other tracks? I definitely think that there are some tracks on this album that I really kind of pushed myself to make something that, to me, feels a lot more original.
Yeah.
And I think that the concept of it feels kind of original to me as well. And Yeah, it's kind of a wide palette of sounds.
Oh, okay.
Of course, Florit is like definitely one of the most like definitely the most aggressive sounding track on the
Okay.
album, and it's kind of a it is kind of a deviation, but it still stays within the same concept of like the
Yeah.
atmospheric and all the fogginess of it all.
Yeah, I like that then.
Yeah.
Having it not be like kind of like the same formula, I guess you'd say, but still stick to its like I guess of course the same album. I think that's gonna be a really good listen. I'm so excited for this, bro.
Yeah,
It's gonna be
it was
great.
definitely Florit was definitely I think my favorite experience of the whole like process of making the album.
Oh yeah.
Making Florit was definitely like the most fun I had, because that a long time I had the whole track list in my head,
Yeah.
and then I had this one, because I mean, I released the track list on YouTube
Yeah.
this Monday, but I had the whole track list in my head, but I had this one space, and that was just an empty space that I had like marked as like, oh, here's an empty space in the list that is like for an idea that's yet to come, and then I think, yeah, it's not quite yet. I think it was in November of last year that
Oh
I
wow. So like a whole year.
made Florit. Yeah.
Jeez.
So Florit is soon gonna turn 1 year old, but
Nice.
it's definitely like the newest song idea wise that's on the album, and it's definitely my favorite on the album as well.
Okay, yeah. I was gonna ask if that was your favorite or not.
It definitely is, because I think pretty much exactly 1 year ago, I got introduced to, or at least I knew who she was already, but I don't know if you've heard of an artist called Jane Remover.
Oh yeah, Jane Remover, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is it gonna be
I was-
Jane Remover vibes? Oh, that's gonna be sick.
It is. It is.
That's gonna be sick,
Quite
bro.
heavily inspired by Census Designated.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
So
gonna be sick.
I discovered that album. I think I saw because I had seen things of that album because Quadeca, which is another artist I really listen
Yeah,
to. a lot.
Quadeca. Oh my god, dude,
he
dude.
directed
Matt
it.
is gonna love this album, bro. Let me tell you, he loves Jane Remover and he loves Quadeca, bro. He's been begging me to listen to.
I think he's gonna
yeah.
be eating good.
He's gonna be
this
eating
album,
good.
if that's the case.
Oh, let's
Yeah,
go, bro.
'cause, this album is I would say quite heavily inspired by Quadeca as well.
Nice.
So yeah, so Quadeca had like directed one of Jane Remover's music videos, and that's how I discovered Jane
Oh,
Remover.
shoot.
But I didn't listen to the album until like maybe a year later, and when I did, it kind of just filled in that gap in the track list that I had all along. I was like, I know exactly what I want this gap to be,
Oh wow.
and so then I just made a kind of a dark shoegaze type song that was like really like exasperated and kind of just it's a little more
Yeah.
angry of a song, I guess.
I like that though. That's like, oh man, I can't wait for that one then. I was gonna actually talk about because you were talking about how Florit was all the way back with this like idea that transpired and you were recording back in November. What's kind of like I know the individual processes are probably different for each track and song, but
Oh, yeah, for sure.
but like what's the like how long would like each song take for you to create?
Ooh, that's a very good question. Because the thing about making a song is that writing a song can take just about like a day if you really wanted to.
Yeah.
But making a song from like scratch, from start to finish, if you like go from like sitting and plonking on your guitar to
Yeah.
mastering a finished track and ready for release, that can take up to I think for me the longest. I need to think.
What's the track that took you the longest to make?
I think it's Conversation.
Oh yeah.
That's just because it began in like kind of like the early stages of I just physically couldn't get myself to write. So that's I just started writing it, and it took like I think it took like maybe a month to write the lyrics.
Oh
All
wow.
of the lyrics, that is. My memory is, pun intended, a bit foggy.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's kind of the point of the album. It's just
Yeah.
I was in it, and now I'm out. So,
Shit, yeah.
But yeah, I think from start to finish, I think Conversation took about a year.
Wow. How about that?
From me first working on it to me releasing it, it's about a year.
Yeah, and also not to mention the fact that like the fact that you released your first single from this album back in April was like that really just goes to show just how long this was in the making. And like I'm so proud of you for finishing this, bro. It's gonna be so cool, and I can't wait for it, bro.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it is really like surreal just to look back on it, and then like it's easy for me to feel as well in hindsight that if I just really put my mind to it, I could have done this like a year earlier.
Yeah.
Like gotten finished a year earlier, but of course like the headspace that I was in was what I was in. I can't really do anything about that.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
I'm still like super proud of this project, and it really like feels like I've achieved what I wanted to from the start. Like if I definitely think that if like 17, 18-year-old me could just travel into the future and listen to this album as it is, the whole thing, I think it would have honestly exceeded his expectations.
Wow.
Which of course is super easy, because when it takes you this long, it took me 3 years.
Yeah.
All those expectations and you getting better is just going to put up more pressure on yourself.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, I know what this is capable of being, so I'm not gonna stop until I know that this is like my absolutely like max output that I can do.
I like that. You're essentially doing yourself justice with this.
Yeah, I really hope I am.
I can't wait to listen to it. I think that's it for all the questions I have. Do you have anything in particular you'd like to say?
My mind's really going blank right now. It's just...
You think it's a little foggy up here? Yeah. All right.
I think yeah, it's just really nice to have it out, and I can't wait to like keep working. And unlike last time, I'm not gonna take a break after releasing. I'm just gonna get
just full force.
Into it. Just full force. Just like don't stop the flow. Which is like I can end on like a piece of advice that I heard from my favorite artist, which was just the very simple sentence: "Start now, don't stop." And I really like tried my absolute best making this album to like live by that, and right now I feel like for the first time I'm actually capable of doing that.
Nice. All right. Well, that's awesome. I think once again, thank you so much for being able to call on such short notice. I literally woke up.
Yeah, I mean,
went
like, this is a great idea.
Super glad. Hopefully,
Thank you for having me, man.
Yeah, if you're watching this video, check out Fog. It's probably out now by the time you're watching this. So stream it on any platform: Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube. I think.
Yeah.
Get it out there, 100%. Yeah, do it for this man.
It on Bandcamp if you want to support me.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, support the man. All right. Yeah, thank you very much, Tobias, for your time, and I can't wait to listen to Fog, bro.
Thanks for having me.
100%.
Yeah.
All right.
See you soon.
Take care.